White is a chemistry teacher, and his middle-aged life is in a mess. His wife gave birth to a child at an advanced age, and their son was born with a disability, which made the already not well-off family even more difficult. Who would have thought that he would reach the peak in the future? Before that, White had always been serious about teaching. In class, naughty students often caused trouble. White asked Jesse to return to his seat, relying on his family's wealth. Jesse dragged his chair, making an ear-piercing noise. After school, White rushed to a car wash to work as a part-time cashier. When the boss saw that he was idle, he asked White to wash cars. White was very angry but could only work silently. Soon, White found out that the car he was washing belonged to Jesse. Jesse recognized him and mocked him mercilessly. White had to endure it just to earn that meager amount of money. When he got home, his wife told White that it was his birthday that day. However, the center of attention throughout the event was his brother-in-law, Hank. Hank was a drug enforcement police officer. As soon as he entered the door, he showed off his gun, and there was even news on TV about his interview. Seeing the cash seized on TV, White thought to himself that making drugs could be so profitable. This gave him a dangerous idea. Then, a disaster suddenly struck. One day, while White was washing a car, he suddenly fainted. After being taken to the hospital, he initially thought it was just due to excessive fatigue, but the doctor solemnly informed him that he had lung cancer, and since it was inoperable, he could only receive chemotherapy to extend his life. White pretended to be calm. Back at home, looking at his pregnant wife and a pile of bills, White decided to hide his illness. He went to the car wash alone and sat there in a daze. The boss asked him to wash cars again. The long-suppressed anger finally burst out, and White shouted at the boss. This outburst became a turning point in his life. Without the part-time job as a cashier, the family's income decreased. White couldn't fall asleep at night and decided to call his brother-in-law Hank, saying that he wanted to watch a drug enforcement operation. Hank wanted to show off, so he agreed, but told White to stay in the car. During the operation, White saw a criminal jump out of the window, and it turned out to be his student, Jesse. That night, when Jesse heard some noise outside, he thought he had been discovered and was very scared. When he realized it was White, he was filled with surprise. White looked at Jesse firmly and said, "You have the sales channels, and I have the skills. We can make a fortune together." Jesse was stunned.